Jason Statham stars in what feels like a Steven Seagal fever dream. A former DEA agent moves to a quiet town only to roundhouse kick his way through meth dealers and emotional trauma. It's every tough guy cliche stuffed into a flannel shirt and flexed into submission. Subtle as a crowbar, Homefront is less a movie and more a muscle-bound wish fulfillment fantasy in today's lost and found topic. Pop Tot, you chose this one. What were you doing? What were you thinking? What was going on here?
I want my kid's cat back.
The last Jason Statham movie we had seen together was Beekeeper, and he just does these kind of like set him up and kick him down movies better than Seagal ever did.
Easily.
So I'm like,
I don't mind if everybody dies, but I will kill you really slowly.
the man hasn't really aged. I mean, this is a 2013 movie. As you know, you and I kind of discussed briefly that this was originally written for Stallone, or Stallone wrote it for his Rambo series, but he aged out and they decided to shelf it, and then Statham found it and wanted to redo it. It's like you said, it's just like cliche. The entire movie is in the bayou. It's got the kind of crooked sheriff played by was it Clancy Brown? I absolutely love Clancy Brown.
Get out of here.
Oh, Lexi, I'm hurt. How could you have this little party without inviting me?
It's not a party.
But James Franco is the main bad guy, I think, kind of, sort of. I mean,
sure. Yeah.
He's supposed to be
My name is Gator Bodine.
some sort of psychotic meth dealer, and the town's scared of him. But when you kind of get down to his character with the Wyona's character, is he's just starting out, I think.
Yeah, the bad guys kind of suck in this movie. This is what Steven Seagal thinks he's doing.
I feel like I'm talking to a retarded child.
Jason Statham is 87 years old and he looks like he's 27. When I see these movies, I'm like, all you have to do is just replace him with Steven Seagal, and this is a Steven Seagal movie. There's nothing here that makes any damn sense ever.
Even going as far as his hair when he's undercover in the movie.
Oh my god! Well, it's funny because I thought it was a wig, but it was actually really his hair, and I'm like, why would he ever have his hair like that? And
when did you go Grecian on us?
so I really liked Beekeeper. I thought Beekeeper was going to be stupid, but the premise leans on the fact that there's this older lady he's friends with that gets taken advantage of, and that kind of had a more of emotional draw than this. And his daughter beats up the school fat bully, and then the bully's parents are meth heads. And then Jason Statham gets roped in, and it's just not compelling enough as it should be.
Clancy Brown is the sheriff, but I'm like, he's going to be the typical asshole sheriff.
He's a bad guy.
But they said
He's
that
not.
he looked the other way, but he's not. He seems to be like a decent guy, and so that was kind of throwing me off.
There's a couple scenes, or maybe just one scene with him and James Franco, and I'm like, oh, he's the typical small town crooked cop or whatever, but he's not.
How do you know?
Everything is an excuse for Jason Statham just to beat the living shit out of everybody, and he does, and he never gets opposed in any way.
No, and it's always like in every movie, going all the way back to his breakout Transporter, it's a line him up and kick him down. Like they don't all just charge him, or somebody reaches out and grabs a pistol and shoots him. They basically all just line up one at a time, and there's a couple where there's a few guys in there, but I think the one part of the plot that kind of confused me was Jason Statham's character Phil finds Gator's drug house.
Yep.
And then he wires it to explode.
Yep.
But then he doesn't do it when he has the chance, and then he almost puts his daughter's life in danger later in the movie. And so I was like, well, why didn't he explode it at this time? Well, why did he blow it up at this time? But
I love the fuck out of cookies.
Franco's not necessarily terrible, but I don't really understand what his motive is in the entire movie.
he's against his sister being a meth head. His sister played by Kate Bosworth.
And she's falling to pieces. Maybe you should do a better job taking care of her.
And then her husband is, I don't think he's a meth head. He's just like this weak ass punk.
Yep.
And
Where's him? Get over here. Back off. What the fuck are you doing? Get this motherfucker
she kind of tells her brother to take care of Jason Statham's character because the little girl beat up her son, even though she was in the right. And then Gator gets involved, and you kind of get his intro when he beats up some kids that are doing meth in his town.
And my name is Gator Bodine.
He falls really flat. Like there's no really danger to him. I don't know.
Who has all of his hidden WITSEC files in the garage that
that's
the
the
meth head
part
could
that
just walk in and see him.
Mama Tot was like, wait, why would he have all this evidence and all these files in his basement?
He like literally just walks in, and they're just like, it's like literally the first damn box he opens, and it's just like, oh, there's all my dirty laundry. And it's like, wait, why would you have all your shit in there? I had to point it out. In the first introduction confrontation scene of the two characters, Phil and Gator, they meet at some shithole diner or bar or whatever, and Jason Statham's flexing, and Franco's doing his kind of Franco, I'm a wise ass, but I know the whole stick routine. Jason Statham says something like,
I'm a little lost. Well, let's get you found.
and I'm like, oh, let's go. He made a Lost and Found reference.
I'm a little lost. Well, let's get you found.
So
yeah, that's awesome.
They obviously are from the future.
I'm a little lost. Well, let's get you found.
I applauded it for being different.
It broke new ground!
Jason Statham, he's got a whole wealth of these mediocre, like this movie's like literally like the epitome of all these. It's got a 42% on Rotten Tomatoes, small budget, barely doubled it, and he just keeps making them. And because they make money, they're not terrible, but they're not remotely good.
The house that was broken into by some pathetic coward who stole a little girl's toys.
I read an article years ago about Statham and that he's a wonderful guy in person, at least for now, until Hollywood does something. But he's a wonderful person. He just lacks the marquee character.
Yeah.
Like he has not found that character. And I think the Transporter was the closest he ever came.
That's what she said.
I was hoping that's what the Beekeeper is. That's just going to be a refresh.
I think the Beekeeper. A lot of these movies are done by like B movie directors. No offense if you're a director watching this, because I've had countless producers and writers comment on my stuff, but they're not top tier directors or top tier writers. And because Beekeeper came out in like a February, they remind me of the horror movies that come out in January and February that are like made for $10 million. They make 30 million and they make 37 of them. And this is Statham's version of this.
Whatever you're thinking, we think it.
It was entertaining, and I know true movie critics hate that. It was kind of fun, and it was like watching him beat up some people. But there's always the aggravation that the hero always ends up doing. His mandate is to protect his daughter in this case, and he just keeps putting his daughter in harm's way, like time after time after time.
Yeah, and I think nowadays movies are really missing that 80s, 90s action hero, the Arnold, Stallone, Willis, and Statham is solid. He just doesn't have the overall like charm. I mean, a lot of them don't. Mr. Statham, if you're watching this, please don't beat up on a poor handicapped kid. You look fantastic being 77 years old.
I want my kid's cat back.
As usual on Lost and Found, we rate things by loss. Ignore it. You find a Steven Seagal film on Tubi. You watch another Jason Statham movie and go through all the Peacock ads. God, there's so many Peacock ads.
340,000 minutes.
It's insane. I mean, it's an hour and 40-minute movie that became 9 hours long. You
should never see a counter in the bottom of your screen when the commercial comes on and it's in 3 digits.
Yeah, that's yikes.
It's like, what?
Or Found, you seek it out on a weekend watch like we often do. Pop Top, where are we putting 2013's Homefront?
Look, if you're looking for a line him up, pick him down, Jason Statham's got kind of a little, he's got that gravitas.
No, nobody's pressing any charges.
And there's nothing worth talking about.
What are you, son?
Guy that's on the run or hiding from somebody that's out to get somebody and has a known twist throughout the movie that he is that somebody and he kicks ass all the way through it. You can watch The Wrath of Man. No, the mechanic. No, what was this movie?
Kind of the joke. I was like, okay, I'm gonna type in Jason Statham to find this movie, and I'm like, was it Wrath of Man? No, it was the mechanic. We're doing the mechanic. And I'm like, no. You said something about Dave Franco. You said something about James Franco.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, Statham really found the well, man. He really did. Yeah. He's just abusing it. It's very reminiscent of like 80s, 90s movies. There's just no plots, just incoherent garbage just for Statham to kick ass. It's competent. It doesn't feel like it was filmed with somebody's camcorder, and
it's like a monkey trying to fuck a football now, really. This whole thing, it's just a fucking mess.
Czechoslovakia with a 450-pound has-been pretending to be somebody he's not pointing any fingers.
I love the fuck out of cookies.
It has real practical effects.
Yes. A lot of shit blows up. A lot of cars flip. It's another movie where they have to make the bad guy bad by attempting to hurt an animal. And there was a poor little kitty cat. And I said, if they're going to kill that kitty cat, Statham's going to go crazy. And he didn't.
Side note, James Franco adopted both the cat and the stunt double cat after this movie.
And side note about James Franco. Anyways, but yeah, thank you as usual for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. Be sure to leave us a comment what you thought of this movie, or recommend us a Statham movie, as we will go through July looking at his incredible filmography. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, Tots.
Bye, guys.
I'm a little lost. Well, let's get you found.